소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Hello.
I must hunt soon. That was my plan.
Can I help you? Take your time. Look around. Hello. Take your time. Look around.
What, mortal? You thought of that? Agreed. That was my plan. Very well.
Our forces are under attack.
Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. Die. That was my plan.
Our forces are under attack.
Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. Agreed.
Our forces are under attack.
That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. I hunger. You thought of that?
Our forces are under attack.
Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan.
Our forces are under attack.
Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? That was my plan. Die.
Our forces are under attack.
Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that? Very well. You thought of that?
Our forces
Agreed.
are under attack.
Very well. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. You thought
Our
of
forces
that?
are under attack.
That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. You thought of
Our
that?
forces are under attack.
That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. Very well.
Our
Agreed.
forces are under attack.
Very well. You thought of that? I hunger. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Agreed.
Our forces are under attack.
You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. That was my plan.
Our forces are
Agreed.
under attack.
You thought of that? Very well. You thought of that? Agreed. Prepare for your finale. You thought of that?
Our forces
well.
are under attack.
That was my plan. Prepare for your finale. Agreed. You thought of that?
Our forces are under attack.
Prepare for your finale. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well.
Our forces are
You
under
thought of
attack.
that? Agreed. Prepare for your finale. You thought of that? Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. Very
Our
well.
forces are under attack.
That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? That was my plan. You thought of that?
Our forces are under attack.
Agreed. You thought of that? Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. You thought of
Under attack.
die.
Our town
Very
is
well.
under siege.
That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. You thought of that?
Forces are under
Agreed.
attack.
That was my plan. You thought of that? That was my plan. For your finale. Agreed.
Our forces are under attack.
Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that?
Our forces are under attack.
That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan.
Our town is under siege.
You thought of that?
Our forces are under
Agreed.
attack.
That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. You thought of that? For your finale. Agreed. That was my plan.
Forces are under attack.
You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. I hunger.
Our forces are under attack.
The night beckons. Die. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed.
Our forces are under attack.
Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. You thought of that? Agreed. That was my plan. You
Our
thought of
forces are
that?
under attack.
Death. That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. That
Our
was
forces
my
are under
plan.
attack.
Agreed. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
Our forces are under attack.